everyone, and welcome back. And you know what? I am not doing the best at this game. I shall perform it. Let's wreck a game. Step in. You're not smart as me. Think you are. Haha, victory is mine! All this for Oh, and of course it's got JJ Jerkspace's face on it. Excuse me, no. Sorry, I don't know why you excuse me like that. It's not like you saw me get up, but I don't know. Maybe I just don't want there to be an awkward pause. Anywho, now that we have the gears, we can go put them in the box and see what it opens, or what's in the thing that opens. Same difference. And we just leave the safe unlocked. That's a smart thing to do. This one goes here. Ooh, we got ourselves a gate. If you want to pause this and read this, then go ahead, because I'm not gonna read the whole thing, because that's a lot. Basically, what it's saying is that Harry Houdini won the challenge against JJ Thompson, but JJ Jerkspace didn't have the money to give it to him, so he gave 50% of the ownership of the theater to Houdini. Of course, he had the documentation, so no one will ever know. Figure. Anyway, let's go talk to Nicholas. Got a code and see if he found stuff. One thing I do not like about these older games, and it's not nearly as bad in this game as it was in the Treasure in the Royal Tower, but oh my god. But anyway, the mouse is so darn picky, you literally have to put it in its spotters. You can't before it. You can't do this, you can't do that. Screw you, game.
How goes the search?
I found some of JJ's personal documents inside a secret panel in the basement.
Well, don't just stand there, start breaking it down.
Did you ever hear about a challenge that JJ Thompson issued to Harry Houdini back in 1925?
Yeah, and?
Let's just say that JJ Thompson found himself in a tight spot.
What does this have to do with the ownership of the theater?
From what I can tell, JJ had to give Harry Houdini 50% of the theater as the reward.
Ha! Serves that swindler JJ right. Nancy, do you realize what this means?
I didn't say it had anything to do with the ownership of the theater. I just said I found his documents.
I'm working on a couple of theories.
If Thompson didn't own the whole place, then whoever inherited it from Thompson doesn't legally own the whole place either.
Someone in Houdini's family may be able to call this demolition off.
We've got to find out what happened to his half of the ownership. You keep looking for Maya. I've got a laptop out in my van. I'll get online and do some research. Check back soon.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
Okay.
Nancy, it's Joseph.
Jeez,
Wait,
that scared me.
Come to the projection room.
Okay, I'm coming. Whoops, I did not mean to walk right past the door.
Nancy, take a look at this.
Where did you find it?
Brady found it.
This should be enough evidence to get the police over here, don't you think?
I should think so. Give the police a call, and then you better go back to your hotel and get some rest.
Just when I have a lead? No way! I've got to keep searching.
You won't be any help to Maya if you get too tired to think.
Well, I guess you have a point there.
Joseph.
Go ahead and use the phone in the ticket booth. I'll be down in a minute.
Oh. Come on, police, you gotta help me out. Gotta help an amateur detective out. Five 1422.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit,
voice, though.
please.
Please hold. Missing persons. This is Ramsey.
Hi, Sergeant Ramsey. This is Nancy Drew. I spoke to you earlier today about the disappearance of my friend, Maya Wen.
Hello, Miss Drew. You're calling to tell me that you found your friend, I hope.
I wish that were true, sir. No, she's still missing. I'm calling to report that I have the evidence you asked for.
What did you find?
Someone else here at the theater found Maya's press pass. It was clipped to her shirt when she went into the dressing room. It must have been torn off when she was kidnapped.
Or it fell off. Or she just tossed it.
Really,
Maya
dude?
is very serious about her work, Sergeant Ramsey. She never goes anywhere without that pass, and she would not willingly leave it behind.
Is the pass damaged in any way?
No,
Was anything disturbed in the area where it was found?
I don't know. I'm not the one who found it.
Okay, well, thanks for checking in, Miss Drew. If Maya hasn't turned up by tomorrow, we'll definitely be out to investigate. Someone will take a look at the press pass then.
But you said that if I found evidence, you'd investigate the theater today.
I'm sorry, Miss Drew, but we can't go chasing after every kid who decides to take a leave of absence. The vast majority of missing juveniles disappear of their own accord, and they reappear when
But
they're
she's
good
19,
and
so
ready.
she's not
You
a
have to
juvenile.
believe
Or a
me.
juvenile.
Maya
rather.
would never play this kind of game. Nicholas Falcone said he thinks somebody is using her to make a statement.
Nicholas Falcone? Is he involved in this? Are you involved with him?
Haddad is demonstrating against the demolition in front of the theater. Nicholas has set up shop in the lobby. I've spoken to him. I'm not involved with him.
Are you aware of the allegations against Mr. Falcone's character, Miss Drew?
Allegations?
Nick Falcone operates according to his own rules. He'll do just about anything to save a theater, and he's not afraid to use extreme tactics.
What kind of extreme tactics?
You name it. Vandalism, sabotage, chaining himself to demolition machinery.
Is that right?
And last year there was a situation over in Nashville. Just when the oldest theater in the city is about to be torn down, and mind you, Haddad is there in full force, a girl goes missing. So happens she's the daughter of the demolition boss. They go crazy looking for her. There's a call, just like the one you described. Anyway, to make a long story short, the demolition is called off. And 3 weeks later, the girl is seen snuggling up to Falcone in a Memphis coffee shop.
Are you suggesting Nicholas is staging this thing?
I'm just saying that there's more to situations like these than meets the eye. Nick Falcone is a real operator and he likes to humiliate the police. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon here with this whole Royal Palladium thing and let him make my unit look like a bunch of chumps.
I see.
So you aren't going to have any credit with us if you join ranks with him.
Does he have a criminal record?
Oh, minor stuff. Disorderly conduct, trespassing, yada yada yada. But Nick Falcone can slime his way out of a sticky situation like no one I've ever seen. Unfortunately, there's no jail sentence for being a royal pain in the neck.
There are no good citizenship awards for it either.
Look, I know you're worried, but for now, there's nothing we can do. And there's nothing you can do either. Why don't you go home and get some rest? I'm sure you've had a long day.
Well, this has been very informative, Sergeant Ramsey. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good night, Miss Drew.
Nancy sounded like she was really holding him back there. She just lashed out at him. Yay!
I heard the whole thing, Nancy. Go get some sleep. I'll keep an
Bro.
eye on things till morning.
Why are you eavesdropping? Bro! Well, that was that. What's this? Deepest sympathy. Planning a funeral is such a dreadful pain. Wouldn't you rather just stop the demolition? That is screwed up. That is so screwed up. Oh, I'm gonna punch this mother in her face. What's this? This is missing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Simone, Brady, you guys are just, oh, make me angry.
Watch out there, Nancy. That projector's crumbling.
Sorry it cut out, but basically what happened is that we found out that Joseph just said he's sorry that we had to see the wreath, and Simone got a hold of us. No! Not what I wanted. You!
Nancy, what's the 411?
You didn't tell me kidnapping was part of Activism 101.
That's all hearsay, Nancy. They got no witnesses, no testimony, no nothing.
I don't care if you've been convicted or not. Who are you?
I am not an eco-terrorist, and I would never orchestrate the temporary disappearance of anyone who wasn't in on the plan and down with the cause.
Ever hear of the wrath of Nancy Drew? It's not a pretty sight, Nicholas. Not pretty at all.
All right, Officer Nancy, chill out, will ya? I'm on your side.
Doubt it. Well,
Catch you
maybe.
later.
On the flip side,
Who knows? Go Brady! Oh, he's not even in here. Never mind. You are what you project. This is like one of those whatchamacallums. Motivational books, I think that I'm getting. Well, where's that here? So we have to go talk to Simone. Ugh.
Have you seen the posters? Aren't they fabulous?
That picture of Maya is the one from her press pass, isn't it?
Yes, thankfully she's photogenic.
What if she wasn't photogenic? Would you be less interested in helping her?
Not necessarily. I just have to be more creative about my publicity if I couldn't use photos.
I'm gonna
Brady's
knock
out
you out.
plastering those posters all over St. Louis and every podunk town for 50 miles. He's due back at any time, though, for the press conference.
Press conference?
I've invited the press here today to report on Brady's commitment to solving this case. You know, a few questions, a few photo ops, no big deal. That funeral wreath was awful, wasn't it?
You saw the wreath? Where is it now?
I had it moved out front for the press conference. We want the press to know just how heartless this kidnapper is, don't we? Then it's all the more fabulous when Brady saves the day.
I'm gonna save today, so screw you.
Joseph says the building was probably locked when the kidnapping happened, and that the kidnapper had to be someone who was inside the theater. Care to comment?
Why don't you tell that little gray troll that I think he did it, just to keep himself from dying of boredom in this
Dare
old
you
dump.
speak about Joseph
That's
that way.
my comment.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Love ya.
Hate ya. Man, she really makes me angry. She's still in here. Oh, yes. What am I supposed to do now, though? Yo. Whoa. That didn't sound good. That mirror was completely black when we walked in.
It's locked.
And now all of a sudden has a reflection? What? Guess I know that's new per area, but... Oh, fine. Wait, maybe I have to go talk to Nicholas about information?
I got the number. I left it in the ticket booth. This woman isn't Houdini herself. She's the widow of one of Houdini's cousins.
But it couldn't hurt to give her a call. I'll get right on that.
Oh yeah. Progress, ladies and gents, progress! 813-555-3247. Oh, crapes, I just forgot what it was. 3247. Four, 2, 7? Question mark?
We're sorry.
Oh, fudge on the crackers and the 3247.
Yes, hello.
Hello, is this Eustacia Andropov?
Who else would it be? Everyone else is dead.
Oh, Mrs. Andropov, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm trying to find out some information about Harry Houdini. Is it true that you're his cousin?
Who wants to know?
Oh, I beg your pardon. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case in St. Louis.
Harry was only my cousin by marriage, but my husband is dead, and so is Harry. So I guess that makes me nobody's cousin. Satisfied?
I'm
This
researching
woman.
Mr. Houdini's ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater. Would you know anything about this?
He owned it. Half of it anyway, for a few months. Then he died. Does that help?
Do you know what happened to his half? Did he sign it back over to J.J. Thompson?
Return it to James Jehoshaphat, Mr. Stupendous, not on his life. Losing that man was Harry's greatest escape.
Did someone in Houdini's family inherit the theater?
Harry made a plan to give his half of the theater to someone he admired. A young magician, I assume. Perhaps a protege. I remember my husband telling me this.
Can you tell me anything more?
More? I'm 96 over here. I don't exactly have time to burn.
I know it was a long time ago, Mrs. Andropov, but this is terribly important. My friend is in danger, and finding out what happened to Houdini's half of the theater may be my only hope of saving her.
Call the Library of Congress. Ask about the Houdini collection. There must be something in all of those letters. You tell that Sherman Trout, Eustacia said. You're not dead yet, Shermy, so get up and make yourself useful.
The Library of Congress. You don't happen to have that number, do you?
Well, I should have this letter from Shermy around here somewhere. Cat food coupons. Vincent Jacuzzi repair. Dear Eustacia. Here we go. Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. 202-555-5000.
Thanks, Mrs. Andropov. You've been a great help.
Save it for my funeral.
This woman, though. But I didn't write down the number!
Did you call? What's the story?
Sure did.
Go on, spill it.
She didn't know much, but she gave me the number of this guy at the Library of Congress who has access to the archives of Houdini's letters.
And what did they say?
I haven't called yet.
So what are you waiting for? The wrecking crew to bust in and dial the number for you?
Oh, screw you!
Did you call? What's the story?
Not yet.
Come on, sister, get the lead out.
I forgot to write down the number, though! It was like, what, 202-555-5000, right? I'm just gonna make that assumption.
Manuscripts.
I'm trying to reach Sherman Trout, please.
Speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Mr. Trout. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case that involves Harry Houdini and the Royal Palladium Theater in St. Louis. Eustacia Andropov recommended I call you.
Ah, yes. Eustacia was most helpful to us when we were assembling our Houdini collection. I presume you'd like to have a look at it?
Yes, please, Mr. Trout. I'm very interested.
Fine. Well, you'll just need to register with the library.